Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dream League. This is the B stream, and we've been watching VP Classic versus New VP. New VP, VP Polar, dominating them. That's Goblack's team, that's Illidan's team, for those of you who don't know which one I'm talking about. It's 2-0 versus G's virtus.pro. It's been kind of a stomp. Both games.
And I think going into like day 3 tomorrow, it's very interesting because yesterday we saw Polar losing games to Empire.
Right.
So like they were 0-3 and they could finish today 3-0.
Right.
Yesterday we have VP Classic starting 3-0 against X Game, now maybe going 0-3. So in this middle of the pack, it could get very interesting who's going to get that second place.
Well, essentially VP Polar has the easier matchup because they are playing against X Game KZ.
Yep. And then
VP the other team has to actually beat Empire.
So
which is going to actually, it favors VP Polar.
Yeah.
Quite a lot. But we were kind of rushed into this going back right now because we're a little bit behind the other league. But we're waiting for some players now and for some teams to be ready. So tell me, Lumi, if you were a Dota 2 hero, which hero would you be?
Now let's talk about, you're saying that, what's his face, G plays selfish heroes.
Yes.
What I see as selfish hero is heroes that go in by himself and get kills.
Right.
Klings is a fine example of that. Storm, one of his best heroes.
Yes.
PA, Queen of Pain. These heroes, you come into fight, sure you fight with your team, maybe you initiate for them even, but a lot of times you go in, you do your own burst damage, and that's pretty much it. What I see as a team fight, team-oriented hero is like a puck, because you blink in, you drop the coil.
And then you let your team do the...
Yeah, you have your waning rift, you have some orbs, but really the rest of your team comes in. So I agree. I think one of his best heroes are the selfish types.
Yeah.
But...
Ow, my leg.
You okay?
Yeah, I have a bum knee.
Yeah, I think selfish is a very bad way to say it though, because if a new player is learning Dota, it's like, oh, I don't want to be that selfish guy.
Yeah. No, but it's fine. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that every time you look at the score, it feels like G is like...
He's always 5-0.
5-0, and everyone else in his team is like losing. And then what happens? And this is the interesting thing, because this is 682V. Then he gets picked off.
Yep.
And he gives 1 million gold to the opponent.
Yep.
Because he's the only one that's carrying his team.
Yeah.
So now we're going into the draft. This is going to be the last game. Remember, this was 3 best of 1s, not 1 best of 3. That is why we actually have a third game. And the Wisp is banned for virtus.pro. Virtus.pro Polar, let me guess, they're going to ban the Faceless Void and the Death Prophet. Because that's what they've been doing so far.
Maybe ban the Razor as well, if they feel like they're not going to pick it and they don't want to give it away.
Oh, there's the Death Prophet.
Yep.
And now virtus.pro is going to ban the Medusa. Because that's what they've been doing all along.
Do you actually like casting the same teams over the week so you could really get a feel of these picking man?
And now the Faceless Void. Wait for it. Wait for it. And I will answer your question after I see the Faceless Void here.
Maybe it's a Terrorblade.
No, why would virtus.pro Polar ban the Terrorblade?
Have you seen yesterday's?
Yeah, his Terrorblade was insane, but it was not VCC's. It was not only BCC's playing well, but just X Game KC saying, oh, there's no Terrorblade, it's not in the map, it doesn't exist.
Yep.
But they're actually taking quite a sweet time for this.
I think Terrorblade is more worthy of a ban than Void, but that's just me thinking Void is not that good of a hero.
He's still okay. And now the
Razor, yeah.
That is good.
Dyer's big.
Let's see if VP agrees with you and decides that Faceless Void is not a good hero enough to deserve a first pick.
The thing is, though, like, I know some teams pick Terrorblade right from the get-go and say, haha, what's your game plan, you know?
Yeah.
I think Terrorblade is, like, his problem is his laning is very weak.
Yeah.
As shown by, previously.
Actually, his first spell is pretty decent for lane if you have another thing, but if you're going for his first spell, then you're not maxing illusions, so you're not
right. And most times they don't even get first spell, like last game.
Yeah.
They skipped what's it called, Reflection.
Reflection. Came dispersion to my memory.
Reflection reminds me of Mulan.
Mulan.
Yes. Let's go just Disney reference all over the.
We're just going, yeah.
Okay, so I was asking you earlier, do you actually prefer casting and seeing games from the same region?
I do like that because you get a sense of familiarity with the teams.
Okay.
Like, I watch quite a lot of Dota. You do as well.
Yeah.
And we cast, not that much, but we cast. And sometimes it gets confused, like when you see so many teams, you just like, it's really hard to recall all the games. But just the fact that you're playing region over and over, and it's 4 teams, it's very easy to just like put the names to the faces, and you quickly realize. And also the other thing is that because you're casting all the 3 games in the same week, there's no time for metagame shifts or just like...
It's just raw skill.
Yeah, flavor of the week. So you kind of very, very well can see which team is better than the other.
Okay.
At these specific points. And the Faceless Void is going to be taken by virtus.pro, and this combination is scary.
The team fight is real. So I really like this kind of 1-2 opening because you don't know where that Faceless Void is going to. It could be the off-lane Void, could be the safe lane Void.
Could even be the mid Void, the Magnus off-lane.
Yeah, that's a lot less likely.
Yeah. Hey, could be.
Could be.
Right? And they got the Skyrat Mage going for it. Which is a fine pick, but I don't think it's nowhere near as important as that pick was at TI4, for example.
I mean, Skyraf is good in the game where either when Faceless Void comes in, his Chronosphere is a 0.6 second casting time, I think, something like that. That's more than enough for you to get off of silence. Same thing with Magnus, a very long casting animation on his RP. So if you are on top of it, and Johnum generally is, you could get the Ancient Seal off.
We'll see. At the same time, Skyrat Mage works very well with a Faceless Void just because the enemies are frozen. Against the Faceless Void, not so much, unless the Faceless Void...
If BZZ, or no, excuse me, Illidan, Chronos one of his ally, that ally is eating an Iron Cannon, you know?
Yep. I guess that is the case. Skyrat Mage and Dazzler are going to be the support, so you have 2 range supports, 2 guys that can harass with spells as much as they can harass with right clicks.
Yep.
And they have pretty much damage amplification cover, both from the magic sense with the Ancient Seal, and from the physical sense with Whip.
Yeah.
So virtus.pro, they have their bases covered in terms of support. The problem that they have right now is because they picked the 2 supports first, they're left to pick cores.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to draft yourself into a corner when you do that.
Yeah, I actually dislike picking up Dazzle. Aside from Dazzle being a really good hero, I think opening it with a support like Skyraf is great, but I think you want to wait for your other support, because what if they pick a very greedy lineup, for example? Skyraf and Dazzle, these are very weak ganking heroes.
I think this is finally the game for Spirit Breaker for virtus.pro Polar. Yes, the Shallow Grave is going to make it hard for you.
Just 5 melee it up?
No.
4 melee it up?
No, you get 3 melee. You get Faceless Void, Magnus, you get something that can hold its own, like a carry.
A range carry?
A range carry, like a Morphling, like a Morphling would be good with Magnus.
Sure.
And then you get a Spirit Breaker and a range support.
Okay.
Which could be, for example, a Shadow Demon.
Yeah, I think Spirit Breaker is also excellent in the sense that when you charge at these supports, neither of these supports has a way to say, hey, I'm going to cancel your charge. Yeah.
I mean, you can silence them, but if you waste the Ancient Seal,
Sure.
Thank you, I'll punch you.
I mean, it's not just a silence. The Ancient Seal does amplify magic damage, so the Spirit Breaker, if he charges in...
It's still a 701 HP level 1 Spirit Breaker.
I'm not saying it's a good move.
But it's the best move you have.
Yes, which is not a very good one. I'm sold on this Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, and you don't need to pick it now.
Yeah.
You don't need to pick it now. I mean, you could pick a Terrorblade now if you want. Even.
I think that's starting to get
greed.
a little...
Go full greed.
A little too greedy.
Witch Doctor, I like this.
Yeah, why
Witch
not?
Doctor works
with Chrono, with Magnus. Oh god, I could see the Aghanims coming, and it's just gonna hurt so much.
This is a beautiful.
Right from the get-go, I'm gonna say VP Classic just got outdrafted.
Yep.
We're done.
We're done. Let's just go GG. Go. Now let's try to play devil's advocate here and now. Look at virtus.pro. You have to go for 3 cores. You want to fight around the Faceless Void. You want to fight around the Magnus.
Dude, they have heard us. G can't play. Can't play team heroes. He's gonna play a puck
Cedo plays puck a lot.
Yeah, Cedo does. Oh no! Look at this team fight. Look at this outdraft. The outdraft is so real.
This is so good right now because this is going to be an Illidan silencer.
Yeah. Do you know what the last pick is? Wait, Illidan silencer.
Illidan silencer.
A carry silencer? Okay.
Yeah, that's what they played yesterday. Well, actually, Empire played that yesterday. But I want to be surprised. I want to see if Illidan plays silencer now.
Because if I was Go Black, I will end my draft with a Bat pick.
10 seconds to go.
Bat Rider. Bat goes in, lasso, you global silence, and the fight is really already.
Illidan doesn't play silencer. I'm sad now. I guess Go Black plays silencer. I'm checking now. Go Black, do you play silencer? He doesn't play silencer either. Who's left?
Little.
Little. Do you play silencer, Little? Chicken Little? He doesn't play silencer
Okay,
either.
nobody plays silencer.
I'm confused now. What about Scandal? Does Scandal play silencer?
No, Scandal's playing the Magnus. He plays such a
Of
good
course
Magnus.
he plays Magnus. Yeah. He's 6-3 with that Magnus.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a support silencer. The cool thing is you still don't know. You still really don't know.
I would love if this was actually a farming silencer. Like the output potential damage if you max glaives with all these stuns, with all these disabled, is huge.
Radiance
And you get the Axe Scepter fast? What's the puck do? What does it dazzle? Dazzle and Skywrath Mage silence.
You know what? What the
nothing.
best pick should have been for instead of Terrorblade?
What?
Should have been a Wraith King. Because if you look at the ultimates for Polar, they
10
kind of
seconds
they're one
to go.
cycle, right? You drop the RP,
Yeah.
you drop the Death Ward. Wraith King is one of the few heroes that says, you know what, dump it
Use
on
your
me.
cycle, yeah.
Yeah, and the Wraith King gives you a very unique aspect of
time.
having a core and being able to initiate into the fight. You get a blink on him, and you're just like, all right, Silencer, Witch Doctor, I'm going on one of you guys. Puck is going to be following up. Terrorblade is a great hero if you get farm. I just don't see that happening. And even if he gets farmed, like imagine Terrorblade completely 6-slotted with Butterfly, Scotty, Manta, blah blah blah. He still gets wombo combo.
Okay, question for you. Puck off lane versus Faceless Void safe lane. Does Faceless Void get destroyed?
No, I think Faceless
really.
Void wins that one.
Actually, yes. So, if you do that, you put Magnus mid and you can put an offensive
Offensive
trial.
trialing, yeah.
Dyer's ban.
I think you're gold. And you stop the Terrorblade from farming, you get farm on your Faceless Void, and your offensive trial will get kills. And the Magnus will farm no matter what.
What's your core here that also could wombo combo? Like this is already the sickest wombo combo lineup.
You're assuming that the
10
silencer is
seconds
not a
to go.
core.
Yeah.
But if you want a core that is, I mean, I guess you could go OD.
Kunkka.
Kunkka.
Kunkka's pretty wombo. Kunkka goes so well with Magnus and Power as well.
Reserve
Yeah.
10 seconds to go. Radiance pick.
Yeah, welcome to Stream A.
See, it was a farming silencer.
All right, farming silencer.
Hello, Stream A. You're watching now the draft between VP and VP Polar.
And VP Polar is outpicking the bejesus out of VP.
Destroying with the picks. It's destroying. Look at that. They have so much synergy with the Faceless Void Magnus, Silencer, the Witch Doctor there for the stance, for the Chronosphere, and the Lion as the last support, which together with the Witch Doctor, they make a very, very scary roaming lineup. That Terrorblade will never find farm. Skywrath Mage
10
and Dazzle.
seconds to go.
If they get silenced, they cannot do anything. Same with the Pack. And I have no idea what
seconds.
VP is going to pick as their mid hero or off laner if they decide to put Pack. But I don't think it
Reserve
matters.
time.
I guess the
Well-
best choice is the Tide Hunter right now.
To give yourself more team fight? Not bad. Profit, okay, or to avoid the
they're gonna
fights.
wrap.
Yeah, to avoid the fights. Now, we talked about a lot what Polar could do with the draft. Let's just imagine that they lose a lane completely.
Right.
Then everything we said goes out the window, right? If Puck gets a 10-minute blink, Terrorblade gets to free farm,
Pack versus Magnus. Magnus is gonna find farm.
yeah, both of them is gonna find farm.
Yeah, but the only way you lose the lane, the only way you win the lane versus Magnus is if you stop Magnus from farming.
Yeah, Magnus is quite gankable this game. Because normally you have the Skewer to fall back upon, but Yo's going to be coming in with Ancient Seal. So in theory, they can actually gank him, especially if you want to pull Sadoy to teleport to the mid lane. So I wouldn't say, hey, VP Polar's got the massively superior draft, the game 100% goes to them. There's still a game left to be played.
Okay, but here's my question to me.
Everybody gets set.
If you decide to gank Magnus, aren't you committing too many efforts?
Yeah,
Stopping
you
the
are.
hero, and then
You are.
you're leaving exposed your Terrorblade and even opening the lane for the Faceless Void or the Illidan in the Silencer to farm.
Illidan, carry Silencer. Let's see what Billy's going to go for.
I love this.
Yeah, we'll introduce Illidan playing the Silencer. We have Little playing the Witch Doctor. Back
Is
in
it the Roshan level 1?
Oh, we didn't even talk. Is this even possible? I guess it is.
It is. Of course it is.
Just the damage output.
You have damage
Is
output.
it gonna get scouted? I mean, everything goes out the window if it's a level 1 Roche, a successful one at that, right?
Yeah.
Holy but
They're not
Jesus.
scouting it.
VP Classic. You don't see into the pit. They have no clue, but these heroes, they can't back out, right? They're just in the pit, and they're just tanking it out. All right, BZZ's going to tank it. He's got 12 armor.
They don't know.
These trees are just hanging out, guys. They're like, yo, let's watch the Roshan happening. They will know if BZZ dies to Roshan. They're getting bashed. I'm not sure if they actually can do it now. They're losing damage. Oh, no. Sadoi's going to come and tank. Oh, Yo's, his butt is almost out of the pit. Holy shit.
No. I mean, this is...
Sadoi?
Don't get bashed.
Okay, G is next. They're getting clapped as well. Holy crap, they're going to get it, but this is very, very expensive for Roshan. All right, everybody gets it. Oh, they're going to get the first blood as well. Sentry's going to get dropped down. The Orb's going to come out here, and Little's going to give up the first blood as well. All right, that's the biggest lead you could actually start the game with. Immediate Rosh, immediate first blood, and guess what? Somebody's going to get a bounty rune? All right, there's no bounty rune up top.
You know what's hilarious?
Teamfight recap?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, whatever. What's
The thing
hilarious?
is that, even at this early into the game, because of the comeback mechanic, if for some reason VP Polar now gets 1 kill,
Yeah, they're going to be right back.
they're back up.
Okay.
They're essentially back up, which I'm not going to say that's going to happen, but it was actually a good move, even though there was a screw up from Zidoi. Now it's a game where everyone starts at level 2.
Let's just say the comeback mechanic would have already applied regardless of that kill.
Fair enough.
So I wouldn't say feeding first blood is a good move.
No.
Yeah, DK Phobos, he's stuck. Did he just jump in the trees?
Yes.
Is this like, this is so next level?
I like that. And now suddenly a random person decides to eat a tango. I'll be like, whoops.
They would know, right? Like, because what you would do is you try to find him and then you have that window open, the level up window.
Yeah.
You're like, he's level 2.
They know he's there. And they have to know he's there because...
When you say they know he's there, as in they know he's exactly there?
No,
or just in the area?
They know he has to be in the lane because there's no other way you can put a phase before.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not going to be in the jungle.
This is so next level. This is like my next pop thing.
Next buff thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, I like to farm in my paths rather than stay hidden. If you want to play the coward move,
Yo, look, he's...
be my guest. Like it's... Well, that was very entertaining, Scruff.
See you in the spring.
Yeah. He's got Aegis. Doesn't
sure.
matter. First blood, solo kill. Now, we were saying what, solo hero, selfish hero, whatever. What comes down to is that G is still godly in the lane.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's showing it. It helps the fact that he has the level advantage against Scandal.
Uh-huh.
So he's doing a very nice job.
That is fine. Now there's a haze room for the Witch Doctor. Is he going to try and make something happen with that? He decides that he cannot go and kill the pack.
Yeah.
It's just not a target. And bottom lane, there's no one because Zidoi smartly said, I'm not going to stay in that lane. I'm going to give the free farm to the Silencer.
No, now he's going to come back to get a little bit of experience. I see
Okay,
that.
yeah, but now it's just because of this wave being so close. And he gets immediately last worded.
All right, so before everybody tries this void thing, because they seem cool for like a second, here's everything that's bad about it. First of all, you're not putting any pressure, so BZZ is getting complete free farm.
Yep.
Second of all, the 2 supports get to pull and stack pull and chain pull, so they're getting free farm essentially in the jungle as well. And they could just go off and gank mid, and there's nothing you can do about it as well. He is getting level, and I guess a void.
Oh, they know.
Oh, they
Oh,
know.
they saw.
He's TPing out anyway to cancel that TP.
Nope.
He should have just TP'd to tier 1.
Yeah, he went home.
he panic TP'd.
I don't know what he is trying to accomplish with this.
Well, he's getting some heal.
Yeah, that's fine, but it's a tango, right?
Yeah.
That's all it is. And now, actually, that was a really unfortunate timing because he's gonna miss all the experience from this
Radiant's
wave.
top towers.
Which, to be fair, it would have been zoned out anyway.
Radiant structures must have been fortified.
But this is a huge push coming from the Turbo. This Turbo, not only they're getting erosion at level 1, not only they're getting the first blood, they're also probably getting this top tier 1 tower.
Yeah. And if they continue to kind of snowball and get all the tier 1s, maybe they get the next Roshan as well.
Radiant's top towers.
Now, we're not really too far off from that point. Back in the mid lane here, Scandal as well as G chasing. Oh, here comes the skewer forward. Gee, he mistimed it. He's going to try to bottle, and in fact, he will get the bottle off.
Now he can go on defensive.
Well,
He's
if
not
he
level
hits his
6 yet.
orb.
Ah,
No, he doesn't.
Radiant got one last top tower.
that is fine. And now they got the tier 1 tower top.
They're not stopping.
No.
'Cause what is the Void going to do?
No.
Unfortunately, Magnus is very far
Oh, he got
away.
the last hit. What a
Scando
champion.
coming in. Scando is dead. TP in from Sajoy. He had to take that rune, but that's fine. Scando, or sorry, Sadoy and G continue to dominate this game.
What I don't understand is what the hell are the Witch
They want Yo as well in top lane. Silence gonna come in. DK Phobos dead. I think the Silence gonna end. He tried to jump.
Radiant's top towers.
Not gonna get the jump off.
This is terrible.
It
This
is.
virtus.pro Polar with a great draft, with the possibility of doing really decent lanes if they had gone aggressive, just misjudging everything, and even having an empty lane in the bottom lane. We haven't seen Lion and Witch Doctor moving at all.
Radiant's top
And they haven't been
tower's
farming the
bad
jungle
shape.
either, because that Lion is, well, is level 4 now, is level 3, and Witch Doctor is just level 2.
Yeah, I mean, normally you say, hey, Lion, you could, in theory, get a gank off against Puck, but Puck had that Aegis for a long time,
Yeah.
until Puck got a solo kill against Magnus. And at that point, Puck is so far ahead, maybe even ganking him will be difficult. And unfortunately, Lion as well as Witch Doctor, you want to hit your level 6s, so they're primarily focusing on the pull. And let's not forget about Sadoy. Sadoy spent the first couple of minutes sending Treants in the enemy jungle, just harassing the two supports.
Yeah.
So ganking mid was difficult as well. So I think, yeah, virtus.pro Classic just did everything right, and Polar is just getting wrecked. Yeah. I think Yola will die here.
will die, but yeah, he will.
Maybe. There's a global silence spent for it. G's coming in. He knows the global silence is ending very soon, and he's going to go for Waning Rift, Coil. The plays! Wow, that was...
That's scandal.
Oh my god, that was so embarrassing.
Oh, nice save.
I mean, sure.
A win's a win.
I think if people are playing in the LAN center, that's when you just pause and you stand up and you just look at the other person. Yeah. And the other person will just get embarrassed. Wow, that was such an outplayed.
That was so good. Again, G just being who he is, right? And is he 5-0 yet? No, he's 3-0.
He's on his way to 5-0.
He's on his way to 5-0.
I don't remember the last time I've seen such an outplay.
Well, come on, this is not like the first time it happened in the history of Dota either.
Right, but it's
First time. Andy says it's the first time.
For the first time forever, I've seen an outplay that hard.
Oh, Illidan? Is he gonna die? He is gonna die, yeah.
Nicely done. I mean, virtus.pro is virtus.pro Classic. I mean, despite being down 2 games in this 3 best-of-1, they're showing that they could run away with the game.
Yep.
And they are. Roshan is spawning soonish as well.
Soonish, yeah. Oh, a little bit over 1 minute plus the 3 minutes of randomness. Like, here's the thing, right? Like, even if your plan is, okay, the Silencer was not dying until now, and even if he died, he was getting a lot of farm. The Silencer went high enough Midas. Now what? Do we wait until level 6 and then we start trying to make the plays? I don't say it's a bad plan.
Yeah. I think you basically just give up any kind of resemblance of map control. But once you get the blink, is when you start fighting on Magnus.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just look for a skewer, you look for an RP kill. You use your global to back you up. And
Oh, jumping on the get forwards? No, he jumps away.
but all the meanwhile, until you get that blink dagger, the map is VPs, classics. Yep. And you can see that Illidan, or BZZ is just taking every tower he can. And while G is just going for the solo kill.
He has the haze, but is it going to be enough? No, against Scandal. He can take the Witch Doctor, but the Witch Doctor is now playing carefully.
Radiant's mid tower.
They're going to apply pressure to his mid-tier 1 tower as well, which is something that they can take. Yol and Ciro just waiting in that bottom lane right now. And again, Silencer is the one getting some farm. He's still level 7 compared to, actually, Illidan is level 7, BZZ is level 7 as well. So
Are they making a dive here? Global's gonna get cast. I guess he was just afraid that he's gonna get gone
Oh,
upon.
Ciro gets jumped on. There's no level 6. But Ciro could die here.
Oh, the Raph is gonna hit on Illidan. I'm not sure why Illidan chased out forward just that fight. Global's always down as well. Lion's gonna come back in. They really wanted that, but the Mystic Flare Iron Cannon from the skies. 2 more kills being thrown away. They're not playing careful enough.
This is the difference, because Illidan was level 7, just like BZZ.
Yeah. The coil from G on the mid lane with a double damage. He can actually turn around, maybe? No, he needs to orbit up. No chrono mana. G with treads. He's just running faster. He's gonna get himself out of there. Alright.
Alright. Is he
a
5-0 yet? 4-0.
4-0. But like he dove 2 heroes between tower. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Illidan is just hitting a base at this moment.
It is a pretty sad situation for this baller.
I like how we started this game by saying that, VP Classic just got completely outdrafted.
But they were. It was just bad laning.
Oh, it was the Roshan,
Or
right?
the Roshan. Yeah, the Roshan was good.
Yeah, and the first blood.
Radiant's bottom tower.
That's just the
better
thing.
days.
Yeah, now Sadoy's forming the enemy jungle. I really have no clue what Polar could do to make the comeback.
It just feels weird because they had the lineup to gank, they had the lineup to get the advantage on kills, they had the lineup that shouldn't die.
Level 1 Roche, man.
Level 1 Roach changes everything. And even though that level 1 Roach almost gets VP killed.
Yeah, it was pretty funny how that one was, because the bashes were coming out, the tree spawn, it was clowny as hell. But I'm sure a lot of pro players out there were just like groaning when they saw this level 1 Roche.
Yeah. Great play, and the right kind of play that you have to do. Oh, really done? He's dead.
Yep. Yeah, he's now 5 in a row.
5 in a row.
There you go.
Mid-tower's getting
And the 3 games, 5-0 for G.
Yeah.
Radiant's mid-tower's
Yeah.
getting what for?
Well, okay, G has done everything that an excellent support or excellent mid player should do, which is get really ahead. The question is, does he now play with his team? The thing is, he doesn't even need to play with his team, right?
No.
Mid-tower's getting banged up.
I mean,
Maybe that's a problem, because he's always dominating so hard that he doesn't need to play with his team.
the only thing VP has to do is not overextend.
Yeah.
If they just, I'm not saying they have to not make any mistakes. They don't have to make any big mistakes.
Yeah.
Like throwing 5 people into Illidan, 1 by 1, and getting killed, and giving him a rampage.
I actually think your highest damage output right now on VP
Is it Witch Doctor?
is your Witch Doctor and your Lion. You focus on them getting level 6. Lion has hit the level 6. You can step Witch Doctor is getting solo farm top. Oh no, Scando. Oh, he's gonna make it out of there. Yeah. Yeah, Scando should just not show his face to G until he gets his blink.
How far along is he?
He's not. He's got 900.
he's.
And he has to skip his arcane for that too. Jeez. Gank happening on the mid lane. Here comes a Hex.
He comes stun.
Yep. They should be able to get the kill. Finger. Yep. Big pick off.
Yeah. Now the blocks. Is he gonna block?
Oh, here comes Yo. TP out.
Just TP away.
Because of shots gonna fire.
Now there's a slow. There is no other poison though.
Oh, he's just walking off. He had 10 magic wand charges. He's fine. Magic wand.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
And
he's
the Witch Doctor with the restoration there, just to save the day.
great. I don't know why Team 5 recap didn't show
Oh,
up.
Scandal. Trying to RP but getting silenced just at the last second. He's gonna try to RP again. No, he fails with his killer.
Even if he got the RP off, I'm not sure if he got the kill. Yeah,
I think he
Scandal's
died.
dead.
No, he misses. Okay.
Okay, just kidding. Raph's gonna come down. Oh, the TP in with the blade mail. Oh, he gets the
no,
kill
that's
with the
okay,
blade mail.
Lamar.
Satoy, he got Sprout. The long target Sprout. 2 more right clicks. 1 more. Got the kill. Global's gonna get used, but you know, Satoy traded his life for 2. That's fine. Actually, they might trade for 3. Oro's gonna come out. Yo's gonna get a kill. DK Phobos, he needs a bash to get this kill. Can he get the bash off? Meanwhile, the fight is, I'm not sure if this is an overextending or just flexing the muscle, but either way, VP Polar is getting
Now the
dominated.
has no mana, so he has to awkwardly run top.
He's gonna get, closed off from the back line here.
G comes right now and he's gonna wrap this up. The silence, the kill.
I like the chaos attempt by G.
Yeah.
Saved this orb, but he got backtracked. So karma, I guess.
4 people dead for VP Polar.
Sight right now.
This might be like a early 15-minute GG.
Yeah. And kind of to offset the other 2 matches, it went quite a bit long.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Feels like there's no answer. The Chronosphere was used.
Bottom tower.
And now they go back to Roche, I
The
think.
reverse polarity was used on a blade mail target.
Yep.
They're gonna get Roshan. They had no tier 2 towers. VP Classic has all of their tier 1 towers. What do?
5-man smoke into that Roshan pit. Drop the RP, drop the Chrono. Oh, they don't have it. Just kidding.
They have none of them.
Yeah, I mean, he's just with that defending high ground.
They have Death Ward.
Yeah, and they have the comeback mechanic, right?
They have the comeback mechanic going for them. But as I said before, the comeback mechanic, the further away you go, the harder it is to come back. Actually, so even if they get a couple kills now, it's not going to be the same difference.
Well,
It needs to be the same difference.
you start with a couple of kills. Here we go. It's going to be jump forward, yo. Wow, first hit bash. That's a way to start. And there you go. And there's a kill.
Okay, see, let's see now how much.
It's still a decent jump.
Yeah.
Show team fight. That's like 1,000 for killing a support. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
That's 13 minutes in. You just gain like a staff of wizardry or whatever for like killing a support. And speaking of staff of wizardry, Faceless Voice got a staff of wizardry. I don't know what the hell he's building that into.
What? Well, don't you know? It's an axe.
Then why don't you start with Point Booster?
Because you need the mana. Didn't you see that he didn't have mana
But
to...
Point Booster gives you mana.
Invisibility.
Oh, this
gives you mana
next level
regen as
DK Phobos. DD Invis, man. He's looking for some blood.
He's gonna find someone? He finds Yotum.
That's a free kill, right?
Oh.
That's it.
Oh, a little bit closer.
No, he's not gonna get the kill. You're supposed to hit and then chrono. Global? Okay. Okay. All right, now he's dead.
Yo, now he's dead, yeah.
Maybe.
He's outside. Oh, now he's dead.
Hell, he's
nice.
fine. He's backtracking like a pro. All right, I'm looking for the Team 5 recap. Just kidding. Sadoi's coming in. Sadoi needs to get out of there.
That
Gold
was an
Black.
awkward skewer.
I think he wanted to break the trees.
Yeah, the tree, yeah.
Yeah, and Gold Black's
6
dead.
in a row.
Is everybody still dead? DK Phobos running on the right side. Yo, Illidan wants to fight this, but Illidan, I'm not sure whether he got the memo. There's no fighting involved.
And now you
Yeah. The high ground is?
fight recap.
Radiant's mid tower.
They still probably gain gold.
No, they lost a little.
Okay, they lost a little bit. All right, meanwhile, BZZ has got himself a little bit of help from his ally.
Yeah, and now you can't do much to stop this push. You don't have RP, you don't have... Well, you have mana for RP.
Yeah. He doesn't have
You
Blink,
have
though.
Chrono.
He still doesn't have Blink. He's really hitting hard. Meanwhile, Manta Style's finished on Illidan.
Down the radiant
Because why not?
like this.
BZZ, sorry. I keep getting it too confused.
Yeah. At least mana drain destroys Toro Base Illusion.
Radiant's
And so does
mid
Hex,
tower
so
remains so good.
keep firing them spells at them illusions. Range Rax is going to go down as well. There's just no defense. They need the Blink RP. Scando is just getting wrecked. Oh, Sadoi though, he's going to pop his blame out. Graves going to come out here. Gold Black
G.
is going to get picked off by G. And Sadoi still lives. Oh, maybe not. The curse of silence. Yes.
Kills him, yeah.
All right, that's a big kill. Team Fireka, maybe when it comes out.
No, definitely not. BZZ trying to get... He also gets cursed. He also has no mana. He gets killed because he has
Tower's
Dazzle.
taking hits.
And maybe this will be enough time for Magnus to find his Blink.
Is it though?
Dude, okay, Blink, Death Ward, 3-man Impale into a finger, I believe.
Scruff is getting crazy. Yeah. You know what I would like to see? And Valve, if you're listening to me, I would like to see a net worth differential like the F6 and F7 buttons, but that shows me instead of difference in gold, difference in percentage.
Percentage.
Percentage, yeah.
Yeah, come on. You could do the mental math.
No, you can't.
I mean, really, you could do the mental math. I'm actually not a big fan of like the whole net, the gold graph.
I mean, the gold graph, it's again, 5,000 gold means something different 5 minutes into the game and 25 minutes into the game. But a 20% gold difference
Yeah. I
is the
understand
same
where
across all the...
I understand where you're getting at, but like,
I think if I was going to Bounty Rune, this is the beginning of the comeback.
what if Bounty Rune had like a comeback mechanic? to it? Like the further back you are,
It gives you more
the
gold.
more bounty. Because if you think about it, if you're really far behind, it's actually really hard to get to that bounty. Rune,
Yeah.
right? You have to like go out of the base. Oh, they're
jump on
spending
Gold
everything
Black.
just on Gold Black. Really?
He's not...
Oh, he's still alive. The chrono, the overextension. G's gonna die, and G's gonna give him a 7-kill streak. The comeback is real. Here comes the RP. He got the real one.
Yeah.
The Death Ward's gonna come out. Death Ward's not hitting anything. Now it's hitting on Sadoi. They need a little bit more. Everybody's running with such low health. They will survive. And survive they go. Unfortunately, the Magnus.
3 down. Radiant's mid-rax is taking a licking. Radiant's mid-rax didn't make it.
Everybody's winner.
Tower's
It's like an Oprah show.
It is no for sure. Thank you, Val.
And that is going to be a second lane of racks. And when you get second lane of racks at 18 minutes into the game,
that's true.
your chances of losing the game are pretty low. Especially when no one from the other team has an ultimate. And it's a team base around fighting around ultimate.
rax. It's done.
So yeah. Anyways. VP Polar. Gonna go 2-1.
Never say never, man. I still
VP
believe.
Polar is gonna go 2-1 today.
Yeah.
And Empire went 3-0.
Yeah. I don't think there's any surprise that Empire is going to go through, seeing how dominant they were.
Which actually means that Empire has secured first place.
Okay.
Because everyone will be... VP Polar will have 5 points. VP will have 4.
Yep.
XZ and KZ will have 0. Actually,
Scandal's still alive, and geez,
G feeding.
this is G, like to
Yeah.
the point, right? You get 7 kills, and you're like, hey guys, I'm here. And this is just not the patch for that. But Yo is gonna be in a little bit of trouble. The cast, the Death Ward. Now the Grave's gonna come through. He's probably gonna just die to the curse afterwards. Yeah, there we go. Team 5 recap, man. They probably earned like 2,000 gold from those 2 kills. Not more. Look at that! 3,000 gold differential! Holy Jesus cow!
But there are 2 racks is down.
Dude, you know what? 2 racks is down means more creeps to farm in your base.
But they give less gold.
So, better than no gold. You know, mega creeps should also have a comeback mechanic.
Didn't make it.
Let's just go full Volvo YOLO.
Regeneration.
Well, that's a 5k swing. When you're 20 to when you go to 15. But no, I was gonna say Empire actually hasn't secured first place. Nothing. They haven't even secured going to the next stage. There's 6 points. There's one team with 5, one team with 4, and one team with 0. But this is an X Game KZ is out.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be interesting to see tomorrow virtus.pro Classic going against Empire to see if this actually can hold.
Oh, RP got some illusions. No, it got the real one. That's
No, got Sidoy.
Sidoy, gotta get him dead before he popped the blame mail. Yes, he will be dead, but BZZ on the back line. He is just doing so much damage. Illidan's gotta run, and that's the last Rax, man. That's the last Rax line gets blown up. Glyph is gonna be used. They even have Necro 3. Use Necro 3. Buyback coming out from Sidoy. He wants everybody dead. He gets a Witch Doctor, and I think that's it.
The survivor from the Witch Doctor. He actually has his ultimate, yeah?
Radiant's mid
He needs somebody to stun people with though.
Radiant's top racks. The Dyer's got a case
Yeah.
Yeah. Really don't know.
in a row.
It was some well fought stuff, but wasn't enough.
Level 1 Roshan.
The
Interesting
destroyer
laning.
of games, man. Destroyer of games.
Oh,
Chrono,
ultimate.
Witch Doctor, here we go.
No, why are you targeting?
Gotta get Sidori. Sidori gets graved. Oh, Skewer got him.
They got him right there.
This is like moral victory time. Like, you just can't get anything done.
And they
All right,
kill.
G.
Oh,
Gotta get G, man.
He's gonna get silenced. He's silenced. He's dead. Now you get Jodom.
I just want to see the team fight recap. I just want to see the team fight recap. Here we go.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
All right, team fight recap. Damn, that's another 5K. That's like almost 6K.
That is so funny. Not that it matters anymore, but hey, it's nice to see. Now against Mega Creep.
Actually, Silencer has a 4 Aghanims finished.
Yes. Which helps how against Mega Creeps?
I mean, they have a Vlads on Void. Like, they're getting all the correct items. This is not them completely giving up. If you're going to give up, you already have GG out the game, right?
Yes.
They haven't GG yet against Mega Creeps.
They haven't GG'd against Mega Creeps, which
Is it
I
because
understand.
like, they're doing moral victory, or do you think they're seriously thinking about this game? Because let's be real, if you don't think you can win the game, just minus all save everybody sometime and GG out.
Well, you say that, but
not
at the same
GG
time,
now.
this is just like moral building. If you get a couple kills here, it actually motivates you as a team. And next time you play, you'll be like, okay, yeah, we got destroyed, but even when we got destroyed, we got something out of the late game. A game that wasn't winnable.
Radiant.
I don't know, like I don't think it's very motivating to defend against Mega Creeps.
Let's say
they
you
don't-
can defend for 5 minutes against Mega Creeps, 20 minutes into the game.
All right.
That says something about you.
No, it just says you're cleaving hard, I guess. I don't know what it says about you. It doesn't say anything about your character. DK Phobos is dying. Okay, he just died to Mega Creeps.
Zero is dying? Zero is dying.
Yeah, their base is dying too.
Details.
All right,
Okay,
big
nice
RP.
RP. Take him back.
Skewer, where's the Skewer? And no, he doesn't have it on cooldown. They're gonna grave him, and BZZ's gonna just kill everything. All right.
Just hit the damn building already.
Okay.
Oh, the thunder.
Thanks for the help, and thanks for the game. GG.
That
No
was a
worries.
GG.
Well, that was interesting at least.
Yeah, that was interesting. Unexpected from the draft,
Yeah.
but it came out very, very well for VP. Carried by the hand of a very interesting G that was 7-0 and then 1-2-3.
Standard.
But still getting a lot. And also Terrorblade being exactly like the BZZ Terrorblade that we saw yesterday.
Yep.
So consistent play from virtus.pro this time. And the final scoreboard is going to be 2-1
Yeah.
to VP Polar. Which means the final standings for today are Empire has 6 points with 3 games to play. They're going to play tomorrow against virtus.pro Classic. virtus.pro Polar with 5 points. They're going to play tomorrow against...
You have it in front of me.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
virtus.pro Polar is playing tomorrow against Next KZ.
Okay.
And that is a game that we're going to cast.
Great.
And virtus.pro Classic, which is playing against Empire tomorrow, is 4 points. And X Game KZ is going to play against virtus.pro Polar and has 0 points. What does this mean? X Game KZ is out.
Yeah.
And top 3 are actually 6 Empire, virtus.pro Polar, and VP.
Yep.
Each one of them can actually advance to phase 2.
Yeah, maybe we could talk about this more in the end show that's coming up soon.
Yep.
Which I'm sure I'll be hosting. And then you guys going to wrap things up and be like, Louis, wrap things up.
Naturally, that's what
So
we do.
to wrap up this segment, we're going to run a quick commercial and we'll be back with the end show. Welcome back to the ASUS ROG Dreamleague.
Nice enunciation.
Thank you, thank you. We're season 2, by the way. This is the panel. This is the end game show. We had a pretty long day.
You had a pretty long day. I think they haven't.
Yes.
What happened with your games, guys?
Well, game number 1 was, I think, a little bit of an outdraft, if I had to say, more than anything else. I really didn't feel like X Game had much they could do with their particular team composition. And then the next 2 games were combined 25 minutes.
Yeah, they got dumped on really bad.
Was that Empire playing great or X Game KZ?
Like, I don't know, man. They look like rabbit in headlights. They turn up to their lanes, and then they just feel almost scared to push the heroes to any kind of limits in the little engagements. And they just, you know, it was painful to watch. It was like, I haven't seen in a Dream League such a difference between two teams playing each other before. And, you know, it's like, I don't want to feel bad, you know, so like feel bad towards KZ because it's great that they're in the Dream League and they certainly can improve off this. But it was painful to watch. It really was. It was like, it was more one-sided than, you know, a wrestling match between LD and Winter.
Winter wins, of course.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Come on. Anyways, on our side,
We had some great games, actually.
we had interesting games. I wouldn't go as far as to say great.
I think they were great
because
in many ways.
I think in all the games there was a clear winner.
Yeah.
Except with a little bit of, in game 2 where virtus.pro was taking it with G going G mode.
And then he went the other side of the G mode, which is dying.
That seems to be the story of this game. Is G gets 5 kills to 7 kills, dies nothing. Then he feeds, gives a lot of gold because of the comeback mechanic, and virtus.pro Classic wins the game. virtus.pro Polar wins the game.
Yep.
That seemed to be the case in game 3 as well, but in game 3, virtus.pro Classic went for a level 1 Roche that was kind of unexpected because the only real hero that they had for that was Tree. Yeah,
And I guess the Dazzle with
not
some
Tree.
heal.
Yeah, I
Nature's
saw,
Prophet.
and the tree ants actually were spawned at the top, so they almost messed it up.
Yeah.
I think if you get a level 1 Roche in any competitive game, you should win.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things where you're just like, after you see it happen, you're just like, as a spectator, you expect to see at least entertainment.
Right.
Because there's going to be a lot of aggression and diving because you're so far ahead. That, plus they got the first blood, was just like, okay.
Not only that, they were fighting against a lineup that was very, very focused on getting level 6 on a lot of heroes. They had Silencer, they had Faceless Void, they had Magnus, and they had Witch Doctor. All those heroes need level 6, and they had Lion as well.
Yeah.
Which, like, essentially, they all need level 6. And when you start one level behind, that gets really, really hard. They got dumped on.
Well, yeah, and you're playing against a team with a Terror Blade, so by the time you hit level 6, you don't have a base.
Yes.
I mean, that's just how that
That's actually what
First
happened.
blood as well.
Yeah. So one more thing about the, we were talking about this, our game was 2-1, their game was 3-0. People are saying, why is there 3 games in a best of 3? It's not a best of 3, I'm sorry. I feel the need to repeat this because I have voices in my ear that
What
tell
does
me
it
so.
mean?
What does it mean?
Oh, God, no, this again.
You have to think about this storm, like this phase, as 3-match round robin. So everyone plays everyone 3 times. It just happens that they play the 3 times the same day to make it easier. So what you saw was 3 best of 1s and not 1 best of 3s. End of the discussion. We close the deal. Please stop asking. You can keep asking. I'll give the same answer.
I'll ask you
every
again
time.
tomorrow to make sure we all know what it means.
So, Mr. Host, what comes next?
Well, we're going home, but for tomorrow, there's some,
That's not part of the show, us going home. That's the highlight for a lot of people watching. They're like, can't wait until they fuck off.
Yeah.
All right, so what's happening tomorrow in the A stream is Empire versus VP Polar.
Right.
Now, despite Empire doing so well, 6-0 so far, they're not 100% through.
Right.
Because that should be a very exciting. I think Polar is probably the better of the 2 VP teams.
Yes.
And it should be a very exciting match between.
You said Polar are playing.
I think it's VP
Empire.
Classic, isn't
VP
it?
Classic.
BP Classic is playing Empire.
Sorry, I'm just getting
Because
them
that was day 1.
mixed up.
Yeah.
I'm sure Scriff told you that, and you're in here.
No, Script didn't tell me anything.
Nah.
All right. Now it's going to be VP Classic versus Empire, and it seems like it will rely on G again.
Yes.
G is a make or break from VP. I don't know. You haven't seen them play yet.
I saw the 1 game, that was it.
Exactly, but
Because ours
essentially you
finished.
haven't had them in your stream.
G's just always good. Like the thing is like G in the laning phase, he's so good.
Yeah.
And he's always able to like find those moments where it's like I can get the kill, and sometimes the person almost seems surprised that it happens. And so G is like he's kind of uncontrollable in that early phase of laning, you know. And it's like afterwards, yeah, you can see sometimes G still has that mentality of, you know, what would you call it, God syndrome, maybe, where he dives a lot and then actually can, you know, have it turned against him. But in the laning phase, he's fantastic to watch. He's one of the best.
Yeah, well, we were talking in the stream B how this patch highly unfavors him because of the fact that he
Gets ahead
captures
and
so
then,
much of the net worth of his team because of how the comeback mechanic works, that means that whenever you kill G, you give your team 4,000 gold. And that is kind of unfortunate because all you have to do as the other team is just like, okay, we'll smoke and
Target
kill
G.
him.
Yeah.
Target G, and you're back into the game. But we'll see if Empire is able to do that. On the other stream, what do we have?
We have X Game KZ versus VP Polar.
Right.
X Game has no points,
X game has no points. It's out of the competition already.
but it's actually very important for Polar to win as many games as they want because they're fighting
As they
faster.
want.
As they can and want.
Yeah. Well, I want to win 2 games today. I'm not too cocky. No, but interestingly enough, they're 5 points. So if VP Classic takes 1 game from Empire, VP Polar can tie.
Yeah.
And they will still lose because they lose on the head-to-head.
Head-to-head.
But if VP Classic takes 2 games and they win the 3 games versus X Game KC, virtus.pro Polar can finish first, which I don't know if it actually means anything because they're both top 2 or advanced.
I'm sure there's going to be a seeding advantage when you're seeding against.
It's the phase 2 is an A group round robin.
Bruno, what does it mean if they finish first?
Kill me
It
now.
means nothing.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, with that excitement out of the way,
fair enough.
I think we're done.
Are we? Do you want to wrap up,
Are you
Andy?
ready for the highlight?
We have
Understood.
to. We don't actually
We don't
wrap up
now.
right
We
now.
go to the standings.
Yes, let's
Okay,
go to
I don't
standings.
have the voice in
That's
my
why
ear
we
anymore.
get the bigger studio in here.
I don't have the voice in my ear anymore.
Okie
gone.
dokie. Standings.
I guess the medication's working.
I guess we're just saying the standings, but yeah, Empire 6-0.
How can we see that? I want the camera off ourselves for a second.
No. All right, yeah. Well, Empire 6-0, virtus.pro 4-2, virtus.pro Polar 2-4, XKZ.
Wait, no,
0-6.
that's incorrect.
They only won.
That is completely
Polar
incorrect.
won 2 games.
Oh, no, it's fine.
And
It's
won 1.
correct.
It's correct.
It is completely correct. Now I can hear you.
We got told off in our ears.
Jesus. I just,
Wait, I thought VP Polar has more points.
yeah, already come. Jesus. Okay. Now you saw how far it was.
It would have been way cooler to just have the shot of everyone squinting.
That's
really
what I
hard on
wanted.
the
That
TV.
was
I
what I
can
was
see it
saying.
perfectly fine.
You're also the
You're
closest
like
to
3 meters closer than me.
Yeah, and you also has the best eyes, I imagine. At least better.
You
than
know, I could be 3 meters closer than I am now, and I still wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not great.
It's not great. And the red-black combination makes it really hard for me as
It's
well.
like an Andy Warhol over there.
Hope you're not watching this in 480p or less because otherwise it's going to be hard. What's going to be hard is for wait until tomorrow because you'll miss us. We know that. Welcome back tomorrow, 6:30,
Yeah, sure.
with more Dreamleague. I hear music in my ear now. That is kind of like the cue music of get the fuck out of there, go home, leave. Final words, James?
You're not gonna throw it to me to
My
wrap it
flights are
up.
undone. I'm fine. That's all I have.
Well, he's the host. He has to wrap it up, right? He's the host.
Oh, you're the host, Lumi.
Yeah.
To wrap it up, we are done. Good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Zip.